talk Arizona. Let's talk Arizona State. And you may be, why are we talking about this game? Well, Arizona State, as of this moment, is still ranked in the college football playoff rankings. And this is the Territorial Cup. Anything can happen. Arizona's actually a pretty fun team to watch if you've gotten a chance to watch the Wildcats this year. And they're going against I shouldn't say college football playoff contender, but the reigning Big 12 champ for sure. And it's going to be an absolute dogfight, as there is always fireworks in this matchup. Jake, break this one down for us.
Yeah, this is definitely the best game of the Big 12 slate this weekend. And it feels like this rivalry finally gets the justice it deserves, because it feels like the last 5 years, it's really just been lopsided one way or the other. Arizona State was really down a couple of years ago when they got smacked. JP, are you going to say something?
Do you remember when we were in Scottsdale in 20?
Yeah.
Year, yeah, like 70-7.
Yeah, that was, yeah. So it's been like Arizona State's gotten slapped a couple of times. Arizona's had their fair share of ass beatings, but now it feels like both of these two teams are kind of peaking at the right time, playing good football, even without their starting quarterback for Arizona State. This one should be absolutely great, and the line suggests itself. Both teams are coming off convincing wins. I know Colorado's clearly one of the bottom teams in the Big 12, but Arizona State got themselves into some trouble early and were able to dig themselves out of it. I thought that was really pleasing to see some of their playmakers make plays when it really mattered. And Arizona might be like this year's Kansas of the Big 12 last year. Like, they're clearly not in the Big 12 title race, but they're playing like a top 4 team in this league right now. And they're playing really, really good football. Arizona State's defense, however, just hasn't gotten enough credit this year. They've given up 25 points, over 25 points just one time this year. That was Jeff Sims' first start on the road. That was against a Utah offense. It's one of the best in college football. And they just had their way with it. They're second in the Big 12 in sacks. They've been really good. Like, watching it up close and personal when they came to Ames, like, again, the offense wasn't pretty that day, but the defense just gives them a chance. CJ Fight and the defensive line is real. It's really, really good. And it's going to have to play maybe its best game of the season to give themselves a rivalry win here. But the Ishmael Mahdi versus Raleek Brown matchup in the backfield on both sides, it's going to be fun to watch. Mahdi doesn't have a ton of yards this year, but he's averaging 7 yards a carry. He's your huge explosive playback. And Raleek Brown's just been one of the best overall backs in college football this year. He's been super steady. He can catch out of the backfield. He's really good. And he's going to have to help Jeff Sims out. I know we've said this one before, though, but can Jeff Sims protect the football? That's, I think, the biggest key to this game. Arizona leads the Big 12 in picks this year with 16. They really force you into some bad throws, and Jeff Sims is capable if he doesn't, play really perfect on Saturday. And also on the other side, though, Noah Fafita struggles under pressure. I just mentioned this defensive line for Arizona State's really good. So which defense is going to create havoc and turnovers out of the opposing quarterback? Jordan Tyson being back is huge. I think it says a lot about the guy who's going to be a first-round draft pick, one of the best receivers off the board next year. Really, you got in this modern day of college football, you don't have a ton to play for anymore, just maybe a bowl game. But you're playing for a rivalry game. You're playing for your last time in Tempe in front of this crowd. I'm really excited for him to be back. This rivalry game needs it. It's going to be awesome. And for those at home, I'm going to count this for both my games I'm covering tonight. Arizona State's won 7 of the last 10. But like I said, been really lopsided one way or the other. So I think that this one, it's going to go under the radar. It's Friday night. I'm glad it's the Friday night standalone game, because I think this one's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I can get us into picks right away, though. I'll just start us off. Give me if you want to call it, give me the underdog. I like Arizona State at home in this spot. I think Arizona State's been underestimated the last 4 weeks since Jeff Sims been taken over and Sam Levitt's been out for the year. And I know Arizona's playing good football right now, but I've seen also Arizona struggle against really good defenses. So I like Arizona State.
I like Arizona State in this spot too. I think if you're going to, I actually went down the street today, had myself a crisp meat burrito from Amigos. And that just brought me back to my guy, Jeff Sims, the former Nebraska quarterback, and how he's going to take this team to victory in a Territorial Cup that means everything to him.
Hang this jersey, too. Hang this home jersey in the Hall of Fame after he wins this one.
Put this one up. I think he's going to really hurt Arizona with his legs. I really do. He's very effective as he holds on to the football, as Jake mentioned. He's a damn good quarterback, and he's made a couple of decent throws the last couple of weeks that he didn't even make in his time at Nebraska. Jordan Tyson coming back down the sideline was huge last week in that game. I'd like to see Arizona State come out in this game and really have some fireworks on the offensive side of the ball, and that defense is underrated. So I like the Forks at home, and I believe, throwing back to some more memories of this rivalry, fellas, wasn't the last time they played at Arizona State, or maybe this was 2 times ago. Remember, was Arizona was like ripping up the grass before the game, and they had to repaint, and that's when they won 70-7. Was that the same year? I just remember watching that one in the basement, just them destroying the midfield logo before the game. God, rivalry week is great. JP, where do you see it?
Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to highlight just the backs again. I think there's a real shot here that the run game for either team is what needs to be going. Obviously, when Sims is your quarterback, that's kind of where you hang your hat. This is how well you run the football. I think the Arizona team is different, and I think they may be getting a little overlooked in some spots around the country as well. Like it's a different, very unique style of defense, confuses quarterbacks to try to create havoc and get a lot of different places and can disguise coverages and get after the quarterback from different spots on the field. And I look at them offensively. If Fafita also prone and Sims both prone to crazy things, making bad decisions, maybe this is one of the run game helps him out enough where he can do anything downfield. So I'm going to take Arizona. I like Arizona here. I've been, on the Cats the last couple of weeks and it worked. So I'll take the Cats.
I just realized I picked the same as Jake. But all right, JT, close it out for us.
Good week to be behind me. Rivalry weeks, my specialty.
Yeah, I mean, this Arizona team has surprised a lot of people this year, sitting at 8-3 with a chance to win 9 games right now. I'm not really sure how many people you would have been able to find in the preseason who would have predicted that. But looking at some of their last 4 games here, they really haven't been challenged by a quality defense like this Arizona State team yet, going up against Colorado, Kansas, Cincinnati, and Baylor. Some decent teams in there, but not really great defenses, or not any defenses that are on the same level of this Arizona State team. And I mean, as much crap that we've given Jeff Sims on the Iowa State perspective that we had a couple weeks ago, this Arizona State team's got a pretty decent pass defense in their own right. But luckily for Arizona State, they don't really need to rely on the pass. It's relying on the run that really is their bread and butter. And I don't know if you guys watched Raleek Brown on Saturday, but I have a hard time betting against the team that has that guy and is playing at home this weekend and has the better defense. So give me Arizona State in a tight one this weekend, but I'll take their defense and their run game to pull it out.
All right. Go ahead,
Justin in the tailgate spot last week before we went in. He goes, "Is Arizona really 7 points better than Baylor?" And I texted him Saturday night to go, "Actually, I think they're like 27 points better."
It might be. It damn well might be.
Then bringing back Aranda as a crime. Almost as bad as Florida State bringing back Norvell.
God, I wish we had time to talk coaching news tonight, but we will get to that come bowl season. We'll have time to talk all the news that has dropped throughout the season, but too many games tonight. But that is going to be a good one. 3 on the Sun Devils, 1 on Arizona in the Territorial Cup.